we would like to wish a warm welcome back to our Year 13 students and parents and guardians. In this video, we will go through a reminder of some of the expectations for our Year 13 students, the support available at CIS, and also the assessment procedures for Year 13. The first thing that I would like to draw your attention to is our school calendar. Our school calendar can be found on our website and will be published and updated regularly with all of the information about school dates and events at CIS. On the calendar you will be able to find information such as term dates, assessment dates, and also the exam schedule when it comes to the summer term. All of this information will also be passed out through our parent bulletin every week by our principal, Katrina Brown. Attendance is very important to us at CIS. Students are required to be in the school building throughout the school day, with some exceptions that I will go through later. Emails or calls are made to parents or carers on a daily basis if lessons are missed, to make sure that students are safe. If a student has a genuine reason for absence, parents or carers must inform the attendance officer between 8:30 and 10 a.m. by email to the email on screen, attendance@chesterinternational.co.uk, or by telephone for each day of absence. Our telephone number is 01244 735 610, but it's also listed on the top of our website. Non-emergency dental or doctor's appointments and also driving lessons should not be arranged during the school day where possible. Research shows that attendance below 85% equates to a drop in achievement of at least one grade, so it's really important that students are on time and in the building. We also really value our dress code. Clothing for Chester International School should be smart, decent, and reflect clothing that would be expected in a work environment. Students should think, would I wear this to work in a smart office environment? We don't have a uniform, but we do have expectations. The following items are not allowed: non-school style hoodies, jeans or jean style trousers unless they are black, leggings, trainers, tennis or other sports shoes, tank tops or strappy tops. Students are permitted to wear hoodies if they're the school hoodies, which can be ordered on the Uniformity website. Out of respect for our environment, we also have expectations about food and drink in the building. Students may only eat in the student common room, second floor co-working space, and in the dining room. Eating and drinking in the following areas is completely prohibited: the lecture room, creative suite, art room, boardrooms, reception, and also the science labs. This is to ensure that our building stays clean and tidy throughout the day. Students will generally be permitted to consume a light healthy snack such as a piece of fruit during a lesson. Students should not plan to eat during lessons though. And if a student has a lesson in one of the above listed rooms, eating is completely forbidden. There is no chewing gum allowed at CIS, and this is also to keep our building nice and clean. Sixth form pupils may leave site at lunchtimes in order to purchase food. Hot food shouldn't be brought on site though. Sixth form pupils may go home for the day following afternoon registration if they have no more lessons on that day. This is an additional measure to ensure social distancing guidelines are followed. Students should make sure that they get their afternoon registration mark before going home for the day though. This is to help us make sure that students are safe during the day. We also have expectations about self-study at school. Students are timetabled into several self-scheduled study periods. Self-scheduled lessons are time where students can be with a teacher but completing work that they have decided they need to work on. This is an extra level of support that we offer at CIS. We do not set homework, but we do have high expectations for work completed outside of the classroom. Self-scheduled work may be set by teachers, and this can be completed if students want to do extra work in a certain subject in order to challenge themselves, or maybe they need to improve in a certain subject. This work will be published on Canvas for students to access at any time they wish. It is a safeguarding requirement for all students to visibly wear their student ID lanyard. All students will be issued with their own student ID lanyard and will be responsible for its safekeeping. These are generally printed at the start of the school year. Replacement ID will incur a charge of £5, so it's important that students keep these safe. Wellbeing is also really important to us at CIF. We have lots of things on offer to help students' wellbeing. The first thing that we have on offer is student coaching. Our coaches are called Sarah, Vicky and Natalie. Students can meet with their coach when needed to discuss any issues that they may have, whether these be personal, academic, or to do with anything else in their life. School is not just about academic performance. It's also about ensuring that students are ready for the world ahead, and this means that looking after their mental health and personal wellbeing is really important. On a Friday morning during team meet, students will take part in scheduled wellbeing activities. We also have electives. On a Tuesday afternoon, students will take part in a sport activity. This means that students are able to come in their own clothes on a Tuesday in order to prepare them for the sport activity. Students choose which activity they want to take part in because it's important that they enjoy this time. Students also take part in a creative elective on a Thursday. Academic mentoring at CIS is another big part of our school. Students will meet with their academic mentors a minimum of once per half term. Students will see their academic mentors every day during team meet. Meeting with an academic mentor is an opportunity to reflect on progress. It's also an opportunity for goal setting and helping to make sure that students are on track to achieve their potential. Academic mentors will also help students with planning for their future. For instance, sixth form tutors will help students with university applications and also writing their references. At CIS, we also have transdisciplinary learning. Transdisciplinary learning is learning that transcends subject barriers. In the real world, learning doesn't take place within subject silos, and so it shouldn't at school either. At CIS, we are implementing a number of themes throughout the year. The first theme is awareness, and students experience a day dedicated to this. During the Awareness Theme Day, students explored the idea of self-awareness and will continue this project throughout the next half term. There are several elements to assessment and reporting at CIS for Year 12 students. Firstly, students will receive regular feedback via Canvas. You can learn more about Canvas in the Academic Tech video by Dr. Alex Morrison on our YouTube. There are also half-termly assessments. The dates for these will be communicated via the weekly bulletin, but dates are also available on Canvas for each individual subject. Our Year 13 students will complete their first set of mock assessments in December, and there will be a report in January to communicate progress based on these grades. Students will sit their final mock assessments in March. There will be an end-of-year report in April following these assessments. Year 13 assessments are really important because they help us to determine predicted grades for university. Parents and guardians have access to Canvas, our online learning platform. You can observe students' accounts on Canvas to access teacher feedback as an ongoing process of feedback, rather than waiting for one end-of-year report. We find it's really beneficial to be open about progress. You can also access students' grades in this way. To sign up for a parent account on Canvas, you need to go to our Canvas website, which is at cis.instructure.com. The link for this is also on our website. Once you're on Canvas, if you click on Parent of a Canvas User, click here for an account, it will take you to this form. All you need to do is fill in some details, your name, email address, and create a password for yourself, and then enter the student pairing code. Students can generate their own pairing code. On their student account, they should click on Account and then Settings. Here, there is an option to pair with an observer, which will generate a pairing account code. This can be typed into this box here. Then you need to agree to the terms and conditions, and you can start participating as a parent user on Canvas. As a parent user on Canvas, you'll also get access to our Team Meet course, where announcements are published daily for students. Each diploma programme subject has an internal assessment as well as the external examinations. The internal assessment calendar for Year 12 is already published and available on the Team Meet course. Alongside the internal assessment dates, there is also other useful information, and this can be found in the parent guide in the Team Meet course on Canvas. The grading for IBDP subjects is a little bit unfamiliar perhaps to students in the UK. Grading for IBDP subjects is graded 7 to 1, with 1 being the lowest and 7 being the highest. Elements of the IB core, including the extended essay and theory of knowledge, are graded A to E, with A being the highest and E being the lowest. The OCR Tech media elements of the course are graded Pass, Merit, Distinction or Distinction Star, with Distinction Star being the highest. These grades are used for both internally assessed coursework components and also external exams. There are several important dates which Year 13 students and parents guardians should know about. The first draft of the personal statement was due in at the start of September, and many students have already received feedback on these from their academic mentors and from our IB coordinator. On the 17th of September, there will be a Return Education guest lecture, all about motivation and how to achieve best in Year 13. On the 21st of September, the first draft of the extended essay for DP students or the reflective project for CP students is due. This deadline is really important because it will allow students to receive feedback on time and in depth from their mentors. On the 30th of September is our first UCAS deadline. Any students wishing to apply to Oxford, Cambridge, Medicine or Veterinary should make sure they've completed their application by this point. The external deadline is on the 15th of October, and having an early internal deadline allows staff time to write references. 15th of October is the early applicant external UCAS deadline. By 6 p.m. on this day, students must have completed their application on UCAS. On the 4th of December is the first draft deadline for TOC essays for DP students. On the 7th of December is the final EE or RP deadline. On the 15th of December is the EE or RP Viva. This is an event that we host to celebrate the completion of these big projects for students, and we invite parents and friends in to celebrate with us. Year 13 is full of lots of important deadlines, and it's really important that students stay on track with these deadlines. They're carefully planned out to make sure that there isn't any crowding of deadlines for students to alleviate stress. But if students start to fall behind, these can quickly snowball, so it's important that students maintain contact with their IB coordinator if they're experiencing any troubles, so that we can help put in place some extra support. There are many important documents that you should be aware of. The May 2021 examination schedule is already published on Canvas for students and parents to access in the Team Meet course. The IB General Regulations document is also available on Canvas and has details about the courses. And the Academic Honesty Policy and Code of Honour list our expectations for students. Also available on Canvas in the Team Meet course is our digital parent guide for DP and also for CP. These guides contain all of the information about internal assessment deadlines and information about the course and grading policies. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Our Principal, Katrina Brown, or the IB Coordinator, Abby Pears. And lastly, here's the attendance email again. There's a contact request form also if you have any questions about any elements of the IB Diploma programme or any of our processes at CIS.